What's up, nerd family? Welcome once again to the Poindexter Lounge. My name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, along with the lovely
Tiftastic.
and of course
Isaac Wan Kenobi.
And today we are talking about something pretty cool. But before we get into that, if this is your first time to the lounge, just know this: the Poindexter Lounge is
A place for nerds.
That's right. It's a place where you and me and my crew can get together and talk about all the things that we love. Things like TV shows, movies, games, sci-fi, fantasy, Star Wars, superheroes.
And everything in between.
That's right, and everything in between. And if that sounds like something that you're interested in, please hit that subscribe button and that notifications bell so that you can be a part of this nerd family. Well, that being said, today we're going to watch a trailer for something that I'm actually really excited about because I think it's one of the more, it's one of the best comic book stories really ever written. And that is, of course, that of Red Son, Superman. It was an Elseworlds book that came out years ago and just told the story of what would happen if Superman landed in Russia instead of the United States.
Brightburn, say what?
Yeah, Brightburn, exactly. But just lots of interesting theories and you know, I mean, I don't think that it goes as far as Brightburn, but it's just, you know, it's just, it's amazing how our upbringing and where we're brought up and who we're brought up by can play a big role in who we become. And so
Superman eats a lot of beet borscht.
Maybe, yeah. I guess so. All right, guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and watch this now, and then we are going to talk about it and review it right afterwards. So stick with us after the trailer reaction. Here we go with Superman, Red Son.
Look! Up in the sky!
That the best you've got.
Ooh.
Extraordinary reports coming out of the Soviet Union. Tales of a being with powers and abilities far beyond those of mortal man.
As I said, Mr. President, of course I understand your concern, but I assure you the Luthor Company has this under control.
Sounds like Dietrich Bader.
I don't blame those among you that fear me, for you've been taught to fear all your lives.
This is a world where the strong rule. And you are the strongest of all us.
It is only a matter of time, very little time, until all of Western Europe is absorbed, is taken by the Soviet Superman.
Look alive, Lanterns. We've got it coming.
I'm honored to have you here, Ambassador.
Call me Diana. And what shall I call you?
Superman. You think you're going to stop me that way?
Whoa, what now?
Oh!
Now I save the world.
Wow.
Wow. So, wow is right. Man. So this brings back just memories of when the comic came out for me. Because I remember when the comic came out, and it was a pretty big deal at the time. When Elseworlds became a thing, you know, I'm really glad that they're doing stories like this because it's stories that I grew up with when I was collecting comic books as a kid, as a teenager. Like I remember this. I would really love to see the first Elseworlds that came out, which was called Speeding Bullets, which was basically the idea of what if Superman had crash landed in Gotham and was found by the Waynes and was raised as Bruce Wayne with superpowers, and then the Waynes died and he became Batman with all that vengeance and all that everything, but as Superman with Superman's powers. Yeah, and so this is another interesting, you know, tale that is along those lines, you know, that we see all these stories. There's so many of these stories that, like, of what ifs with Superman, you know, because in the comics, I really feel like Superman is such a misunderstood character in the fact that he wanted so much to be human. He wants so much to be human, and people kind of miss that point with him. You know, like all this talk right now of Warner Brothers not knowing what to do with him, you know, live action wise or whatever. And I'm really hoping that especially with all the stuff we've had in the last week from Henry Cavill showing up everywhere, going, yeah, I'm not done. Still got the cape. It's still in there. Yep, we're still possibility. I'm all for that because I really want to see Henry Cavill portray Superman the way that he's portrayed in the comics. You know, because like we've gotten this arc so far.
Yep.
And I think it's a good arc. I don't think it's a bad arc at all. I just think that people misunderstand Superman. They don't know what they want from Superman. And movies like this, and you know, where it shows the possibility of like, what if he landed in Russia? What, you know, under a whole different, you know, mindset.
Yeah. Not even like Smallville. It's more of like outside the U.S. Like what if we were to land somewhere else in the world?
Yeah,
Communist.
Yeah, right. And so, I mean, but you brought up Brightburn. So even though Brightburn is not officially a Superman story, it's basically a Superman story. It's basically what if Superman came from an evil background where the aliens that sent him were evil or whatever, because obviously that's what happened in that movie. And I think that shows us, you know, like the complexities of Superman. Too many times I think people are just like, oh, he's just a big blue Boy Scout. There's not much to him. And man, there's just so much more to Superman. And you come out of something like a Brightburn or something like this, Red Sun, realizing how much better, like I think you have a better appreciation for something like Batman versus Superman, where Batman sees Superman as a threat because of who he is and what he's capable of doing. That yes, as he says in the movie, if there's a 1% chance that this guy is going to turn on us, we got to get rid of him because it's not safe for the country to put all their trust in somebody like this, or for the world, for that matter, to put their trust in somebody like this. If there's that chance that he could go rogue and evil, like how are we going to stop him? How are you going to stop that? As we saw in the movie Brightburn, how do you stop that when the crazy kid goes crazy and, you know, and has all the powers of Superman? So I'm really excited that this movie's come out, because it's one of those stories that I've always wanted to see. Either, I mean, I doubt we'll ever see it really in live action. Supergirl tried to adapt a version of it with Red Daughter, but I don't even think that could probably do the justice that this does, because this is back during the Cold War. This is a different time, and that was the whole point of the story, really, to begin with. So I'm really excited about this. I'm really happy that that we're getting this. Tiffany, what do you think of this?
I think it looks like it's going to follow the comics very well. I think that it's got a lot of good potential. Just seeing, even the Green Lanterns and everything in there, it looks phenomenal. Me personally, the only thing that took me out of it a little bit, and I'm only saying this because I have the Russian in my background. I was born with family that spoke it. The only thing that took me out was Superman's accent was not very Russian-y. It was not
Russian.
Yes. It sounded like the dude who played Khan in Star Trek.
Oh, Cumberbatch?
No, not that one.
Ricardo
the older.
Montalban.
Yeah.
Ricardo Montalban.
He had very.
I love her, by the way, for the fact that I thought that she would go with Cumberbatch, but she went with Ricardo Montalban. That's why I love her. So there you go.
But yes, it was an accent, but it did not sound as Russian to me. And I guess if you're going to go Russian Batman or Superman, you need to have that Russian accent.
Yeah.
Well, I think we will have to wait and see what
Just
the final product is.
Well, just that little bit of what I heard, I was like, but I guess that's just me personally.
Duh.
But, being raised with that in my background, I've heard it and I know what it's supposed to sound like.
All right. Isaac, what did you think of this?
It looked really good, and so far I've really liked the animated series, especially the Death of Superman and then the Reign of the Superman. And I just really like how, with these comic book stories, they're taking the big stories or the classic stories and
Yes.
turning them into movies.
Yes.
So I'm really excited to see that.
Yeah. So the one thing that I'm really happy about this is that they're getting away from the kind of the new 52 look Superman and some of these other characters with this. I'm hoping that that's a trend, because like the one thing that bothered me about the death of Superman and the reign of the Supermen was that they kept with that animation style. Because before they started doing New 52 stuff, I really dug how Superman looked, how these other characters looked, and now unfortunately they all look like this New 52. And I don't know why they keep doubling down on this New 52 thing, given the fact that it's been gone now for a few years. That style, that look, that collar, you know, like I just don't like that collar on Superman and the things. I just don't like that. So this looked more like the traditional style Superman, just in, of course, the red sun with the hammer and sickle, and you know, I think that's pretty cool. I dig that. I think that it's it looks like it's done well. It looks like the story is going to be interesting, how they get everybody together. You know, Wonder Woman. Yeah, I mean, like if you haven't seen the story, it doesn't really have the ending that Brightburn has. It has a different kind of ending. You hear his, you know, one comment, you know, it's like, what are you doing now? I got to save the world, you know, because in the end he's Superman. And I like a story like that though too, because it shows that also Superman is the type of person that it's also in his DNA of who he is and what he's going to become. And so I really like this. But what do you guys think? Are you guys looking forward to Superman Red Sun? Are you like me? Did you read the comics? Are you excited about the fact that this movie is finally being made, that you're going to get to see it in an animated form? Or have you never even heard of this? And you're like, wait, what is this? This Red Sun thing? Like, what Russians, huh? What, is this some kind of political thing? No, it's not. What, but I guess it's, what if the Russians hacked our Superman? Maybe? I don't know. But hey, let us know what you guys think down in the comments section. Also, follow us on social media, because we can keep the conversation going there long after the video is done. We want to get to know you better. We want to have you be a part of this nerd family along with us. Don't forget that we do live streams. We live stream The Mandalorian on Friday nights. We live stream DC shows, and of course Crisis on Infinite Earths. We just finished up this last week, and so we'll be returning to that.
We would have been live streaming Harley, but there's language that's not suitable.
Yeah, not for our channel anyways. We'll watch it though, and we like the show, but we live stream Titans. We live stream a lot of stuff. So stick around the channel for a little while, and you can come hang out with us and chat with us live in the chat room and just have some fun. And that's what we do here on this channel. We just have some fun. We also have some merch. If you're interested in that, we've got these cool hashtag I Love Star Wars shirts. You know, Star Wars is coming out in 3 days. 3 days. Oh, I'm so excited. And so we got t-shirts like that say hashtag I Love Star Wars. I have spoken. We also have Poindexter Lounge shirts, and you can get all those in our merch store. Right. And then also, hey, if you're in a position where you can, please consider giving to our Patreon. It helps us with keeping things up here and upgrading our systems and stuff like that. But most importantly, you get access to stuff early, and you get exclusive stuff that nobody else has seen and nobody else will see but you. And it's as easy as giving $1 a month. All right. So please consider doing that. We appreciate each and every one of you guys. You guys are a lot of fun. Anything else? Any other thoughts?
No.
Any other thoughts on Superman?
It looks super cool.
It looks super cool. He's super red sunny. All right, guys. Until next time, my name is Enash, a.k.a. Enash Fett, along with the lovely
Tiff-tastic.
And, of course,
Isaac Wan Kenobi.
Saying up, and away, comrade. All right. Until next time. Bye-bye. Hey guys, if you made it this far in the video, you are awesome. Thank you guys so much for your support. Please smash that like button and of course subscribe, and also hit that notifications bell so that you are aware when we put out new videos, which is like all the time. Thanks for being a part of the Poindexter Lounge, and we'll see you next time.